on the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. And only in Tennessee do you get a sight like this. Not only are the end zones checkered, so too the crowd. A mirror image to prove that they will give their all for Tennessee. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Tennessee Volunteers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Chris Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The history of college football has many ties to the military. Tennessee's Neyland Stadium, with over 101,000 fans in place, is one of those. The stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Neyland on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports, with the Tennessee River, the sailgating, and the checkered end zones. Can't wait to watch a college football game at Tennessee. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So UCLA's offense that has the first possession of the game. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. And we'll see two guys who can pick up yardage on the ground in this one. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now, Iamaleava. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
The Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on third and long with the run, and nothing doing. And the Bruins send out the punt unit. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So Tennessee's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And the man leading the attack, George McIntyre, freshman out of the state of Tennessee. Man, he was razor sharp last time out, completed better than 70% of his passes, throwing for 200-plus yards. From the gun, the ground game. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They'll keep it on the ground. There's some room. Smashes through the tackle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. The officials stop play as they come out to tend to this injured Bruin. And it's the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. They feed him again. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Iamaleava. Pressure coming, and he never had a chance.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Wants to bring it back. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the Volunteers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Plucks it out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
The Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The run inside. It's Knight. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more body.
Maybe a crease. At the 20. Touchdown, UCLA. Once he got some room, it was over. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
And back to the air on second down. Here comes the heat. Turning it on. And he will get just beyond the first down marker before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Quick completion to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
He's got the back in the middle. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. And the Vols are moving quickly down the field. Running inside, it's Bishop. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Right back to him on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Vols are in the hurry-up.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Looking to throw on first down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long.
Got a little grass. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it, and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. He'll run it again. Just ran him over. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's...
Makes a catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Offense in a bunch formation. run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Deafening noise. Here's Iamaleava. The quick out. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Wide receiver going in motion. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava. Going to try to... There he goes. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
Here's the pressure. On target over the middle. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And this four vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run the option. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They'll move the tight end. Right back to the well. Finding some room. Touchdown, Bruins! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So here is the Tennessee offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Quarterback making checks. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Fires to the big fella. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll take it himself. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Vols pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. He wants to take the top off. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Now on the option. Pulls it on the option. Picks up the first down. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Throwing, Imaliava. Tight end finds a soft spot. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
Timeout, UCLA.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. This is a most difficult attempt. 59 yards out from the right hash. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And that will extend their lead even further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
I caught up with the Bruins head coach coming out of the locker room. Hey, their defense is doing their job. They have continued to force these turnovers. Not a lot of people thought they would be so disruptive and so dynamic coming into this game, but here they are on the road creating havoc. We'll see if that continues here to start the third quarter. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. looking to fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, that's an incompletion, and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for him.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. The run inside. It's Bishop. He's out past the 35. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Vols headed quickly to the line.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking for a gap. It's Bishop. Could be an alley. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. The Volunteers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage.
Punt, and he's got room. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Run in the red zone, it's Bishop. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy, because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Making side adjustments here. Calls his own number. He had a head of steam working, but he'll be stopped just inches short of the score.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you've got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Volunteer! And they add 6 more to the board with that
football on this drive. That was really impressive watching him just go down the field methodically, running the football a bunch and finally punching it in. David, we saw the turnovers throwing the ball in the first half. They decided just to come out here in the second half now and just get back to the basics, and it really paid off for them.
I'm about to say, it's more of a necessity, right? Like, this offense wasn't really good through the air. What do they do best? Pound the football. And it's not like we're not getting movement up front. This offensive line is doing a good job. And if they want to get back in this football game, you got to like the start right here in the second half. Like, early in the second half, showing that you are physical and that you can still run the football even though you're trailing.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Knight. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting to TFL.
Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Bruins line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. As we head into the fourth quarter, both of these running backs have been able to get it done on the ground. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a third down play. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Listen, it's go time. We're trailing. It's the fourth quarter. We got to get a little bit more aggressive.
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Red pass pass is complete. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. And the Volunteers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Here's a little room there. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown ball! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morgan. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. UCLA will go back to work on offense. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Leaves it with the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Iamaleava from the gun on 3rd down. He's got him. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. 3rd down, understanding the sticks, and what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees him. Does not stay open long because they break on the football with great tackling and force the 4th down.
That is a cannon shot, and it's headed out of bounds. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
from the Tennessee sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking.
Breaks into the open. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They're going to ride this running back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give as they work on that clock. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game. So you're probably going to have to throw to get this 1st down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football. And if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
Now on the move. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. And they still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Timeout is called. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Play clock was down to 4. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And the Vols have their offense in high gear. The run inside. It's Gordon. Might have a chance. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The Vols kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. The Bruins choose to use their final timeout here. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the 1st down. A few more 1st downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Running inside, it's Gordon. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards.
Maybe some room here. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This drive will open from the 15. Iamaleava. Oh, they're after him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
This offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. Quickly to the tight end.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down. Or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Makes the grab in their space. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Defense in press coverage.
QB spicy. No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes a catch. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava floats it out in space. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Throwing, Iamaleava. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Going for 6. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
I love the way this defense is fighting down here close to their own goal line, right? They get a sack on the first play. Great coverage on the second one, knocking it away. Here comes a huge 3rd down. Can they do it again? Can they come up with another big one?
3rd down in the gun, Iamaleava. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense.
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. Rushes on him. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.